Hello, my name is Stephen Dodu and I'm an A-star partner to Tiens company. More than 6 years ago, I attended a seminar like this you are viewing right now. I accepted to attend this seminar because I had two problems. The first one was a skin disease that was affecting my confidence and taking all my joy away. And the second problem was that I was involved in a high-yield investment program with an online advertisement company. But sadly, the company disappeared with what I called my life savings at the time, about 3,200 US dollars. I was sad, I was broke, I was confused. I didn't know what to do with my life. After my dad introduced me to Tiens company, everything changed. Within a month and a half, I solved my skin disease. So I got my confidence back and I feel very happy talking to people. Through Tiens company, I visited so many countries across the world on vacations, and I've met different people with different cultures, and it has opened my mind so much. Right now, I'm so happy because I'm on a journey to live the life of my dreams, and at the same time, I'm affecting the life of people who really want to make a difference. The truth is, we are living around a period where things are not certain. So you deserve an opportunity to stay home and still benefit from what we call the profit sharing opportunity. So I'll share with you how this business opportunity changed my life. Over here is a graphic story of 100 young people at age 25. They worked very hard for 40 years. So by age 65, this survey was taken. Out of the 100 people, only one was rich. 4 were financially independent. 5 were still working. 12 were broke. 29 were dead. And 49 were depending on social security and charity. So, my question for you is this. You too one day will turn 65 at a point. At age 65, where would you want to be? Would you want to be the one rich, 4 financially independent, or maybe you want to be the 49 depending on social security and charity? Definitely I know you'd prefer to be part of the rich and financially independent. And that is a very good choice. But the question is, if these people have worked hard for 40 years to be rich and they failed, what probably is the reason for their failure? Well, normally I hear answers like, probably they did not have a good opportunity, or they were not paid good salaries, or they didn't save money, or they didn't plan for their future. Well, whilst that could be true, what I want you to take note of is that they lacked a system. So it wasn't a secret that took these people to success. No, there is no secret to success. What we have is a system to success. So in order to build your own system, you have to know the problems of life. Because business is all about solving problems. An example is the supermarkets. You know, before supermarkets came, imagine that you needed an electronic device. At the same time, you needed to buy some fruit or vegetables. And around that same time, you needed to buy some fish or meat. And you also needed to buy some provisions. It means that you'll have to go to an electronic shop in one location, travel to the cold store to get your meat, now go to the market to get your fruit, and eventually to the provision store to get the items you need. That is going to take a lot of time from you. It's going to stress you. Even the risk in traveling must be considered. So somebody came up with the idea of supermarkets, where that supermarket would contact the manufacturers of all those variety of products and then stock the supermarket with those products. So that the moment you go there, no matter what you want, be it electronic devices, cold foods, fruits, vegetables, provision, you can get everything from the supermarket, and that saves you all the stress and time and the risk. You see, they've solved a problem for you. That is why they make money. It means that when you solve small problems, you make small money. If you solve big problems, you make big money. So let's get interested in knowing what the top problems of life is. Because when we know the big problems, the top problems, then we are on our way to create a big system that can generate good income for us. So that by age 65, even way before then, you can be rich or financially independent. So, what are the top problems of life? Well, we have outlined about 3 over here. The first one is unemployment. True, there are no jobs. But where did the jobs go? One of the reasons why there are no jobs is because of technology. Technology has taken the jobs. For example, so many years ago, if you want to send message to someone far away from you, what do? You write a letter, you keep it in an envelope, go to the post office, then you post it. But nowadays, do you still go to the post office to send message to someone? No. Because of smartphones, applications that we use for sending messages, social media, all you do is you could even lie in the comfort of your bed and just send a text message within minutes. Then the message gets to whoever you are sending it. So if this is the new trend, then what happens to the people who were working at the post office? What happens to their jobs? They're eventually going to lose the jobs. A similar thing has to do with the money system too. In the past, if you want to send money or receive money, you have to go to queue in the banks, then you'll be served by the tellers. But right now, because of our smartphones and mobile money applications and ATMs, right now, you could send money and receive money without having to enter the banking hall. So what happens to the tellers who work in those banking halls? They eventually lose their jobs. And this trend is getting crazier and crazier. So how is the future of your job looking like? Because as we speak, someone somewhere is developing a strong technology that is coming for your job. So in order to protect yourself and have a job and fix the problem of unemployment, you have to be the job yourself instead of going about looking for jobs. The second problem is poverty. What can you do to solve the problem of poverty? It's simple. Look for an opportunity that will change your life by helping you build a system of your own. And if you have a system that builds or creates income for you, then you can step out of poverty. The third problem is diseases. And right now, there are lots of chronic diseases that are exerting a very heavy toll on society. Some of these chronic problems are the diabetes, cancer, stroke, heart diseases, and such kind of chronic diseases. The good news is that the Eastern science, Eastern medical knowledge is actually solving these problems, these chronic problems. So if you understand the concept of the Eastern health preserving culture, you can solve disease problems for yourself and also for the people you love. So now that you know the problems and you understand that business is all about solving problems, then let's see how you can combine that knowledge with how to make money. With making money, there are 2 kinds of people in the world. A 95% group and also a 5% group. With the 95% of people, whenever they think of making money, what they do is this. They go to work to make money. That's how they understand making money. They work for the money. So most of these people go to look for jobs. They go to look for jobs. And there are 2 kinds of jobs. We have the white-collar job and we have the blue-collar job. With white-collar job, these people send applications, CV, and then they are employed by other people. It could be the government or it could be private entities. And then they are paid salaries at the end of the month. That's what we call a white-collar job. An example of a blue-collar job is a professional doctor or a lawyer who has his own small firm. Now, the problem with this mentality of going to work for the money is that they always have to exchange time for money, as you can see over here. Whether you have job or own a job, you have to exchange time with money. Why is that an issue? Imagine a doctor who has his own small clinic and he steps out of the hospital, then a patient comes in. Now the patient meets the absence of that doctor. He calls the doctor, "Where are you?" And he says, "Oh, I'm on my way back, wait for me." But the patient couldn't wait, he left. Would the doctor make money from serving that patient as the patient has gone? No, so he has lost business. What about a lawyer who also has a client come to meet his absence and he wasn't there to serve him? He would also lose money. The issue is these people always have to exchange time for money. They need to be there to do the work, even though they are high-end professionals. Because of these businesses they lose, and the fact that they have to always exchange time for money, and time is limited. We have just 24 hours in a day. There is so much competition among these people. Because they are the bigger part of the group we talked about, 95%, but they only control 5% of the world's wealth. So there is so much competition in that zone, 95% sharing 5% of the world's wealth. So much competition. That's why when there is a job opportunity for people who have jobs, and they say vacancy, we want to employ a manager for this so-and-so company, what happens? Hundreds of people turn in their CVs and applications because of that competition. And the same accounts for people who build small businesses. Take a street that has one restaurant, for example. If that restaurant is turning successful, what you see is that other people eventually build restaurants on that same street because they are competing for the wealth. The kind of income, be it in the white-collar group or blue-collar group, the kind of income they earn is called active income. You need to do the activity for the money to come. And once that is the trend, they don't get financial freedom, they don't get time freedom, and they have to spend all their lives working for money. But on the other hand, the second group of people are the 5%. These people have a different thinking when it comes to making money. They don't think that you only have to work for money, but rather you have to work to build value, to build an asset, to build a system so that that system will now generate money for you. They are like the spider. You know, the spider builds a web, and then after spending its time to build that web, the web now in turn feeds the spider, and the spider is free to live. The spider can enjoy an amazing life. So now we are going to talk about 6 ways to build value, 6 ways to build a system, so that you would now choose which one is simple for you. Then you can use that method to build a system of your own. The first one is to use your talent. You may have a singing talent, you may have a football talent, you may have a swimming talent, whichever. But how many years should we offer you so that you can polish that talent and become the best #1 in the world, so that the current most talented people in all those fields will be forgotten and the world will focus on you? You know, when you have very great talent like that, you become attractive. So big companies pay you money so that they can associate you with their brand. Then they would make more profit and share their profit with you. So that is how talent works. But the problem is that if you take an Olympic competition, for example, let's say in the area of running 100 meters, in that Olympic competition, how many winners do they expect? Even though a lot of people who are talented come to contest, it's just one winner, which tells you that only few people can actually create value or a system with their talents. The second way you can build value for yourself is by using patent. When we say patent, basically what we are referring to is that you use your knowledge to create a unique product that will be useful to society. An example of this is a Kenyan guy who created a mobile money platform called M-Pesa. He felt frustrated along the line because he couldn't commercialize his product. Eventually, he sold it off. Another person got that product and commercialized it. Now that person is making millions of shillings because of using that mobile money platform. But what about the person who created it? He got nothing. Which means that it is one thing creating a product and another thing commercializing it. To be successful in combining the two, to build value for yourself, is not an easy thing. So only few people are able to succeed, build value through patent. Then real estate. Today, a lot of real estate companies are springing up, and no doubt the owners of those real estate companies can sleep at home and they still make money because those properties become the systems they've acquired. But can you and I, the average person, afford to start a real estate business right now as we speak? That requires very big investment. So most people do not fit there. Then we're building a business. Now, in this area, we are not talking about a small business because we know the blue-collar jobs, they have small businesses, they run all by themselves. We are talking about a big business that employs more than 500 people. And it is run on strong systems so that even if you, the business owner, is away, you can still make money. How much money do you think it would require you to build such a business? To get a place, to research into products, to pay laborers, pay for raw materials, pay taxes. It tells you that that also requires big investments, and the average person, you and I, may not fit in there. Now there's another way, that is to use franchise. With franchise, there are people who feel that it would be too stressful and risky to start a business from the scratch. So they go to buy the brand of another company that is existing and creating success already, so that they would now market their business in the names of those already successful businesses. And that's what we call franchises. An example of that in Ghana, we have KFC and the rest. Now, how much would it cost you to buy a franchise for your business? Well, we know that McDonald's franchise sells for about $1 million US. Do you have that money to buy a franchise to start a fast food business or any other business in any industry right now? It is clear that that is also capital intensive, and it is not for the average person, you and I. Now, the sixth way is to invest your time. Now, how many hours do you have in a day? 24 hours. How many hours do the rich have? 24 hours. What about the poor? 24 hours. It means that everyone has time. Have you ever made this statement? Time is money. Maybe you may have made that statement. But the question is time really money for you? If you are thinking of the answer to this question, then let me show you a simple way to know if time is money for you or not. Just go to bed for 1 year. Don't work. When you wake up, just eat, go to bed. If you live a life like that, yet you have regular incomes coming into your account, then it means that yes, time is really money for you. But if it's not so in your case, like it is for a lot of rich people, don't worry. Our company would help you to invest your time so that you can build a huge loyal consumer group. And with that huge loyal consumer group, you can enjoy what we call regular high incomes. Now, 95% of the world's population, they earn by building value. That is how they've been able to control about 95% of the world's wealth. It explains why the rich would always keep getting richer and the poor would be getting poorer. The kind of income they earn is called passive income. It means that Once they have spent all their time to build a successful system, even when they stop working, they can continue to enjoy regular high incomes. What's the benefit? These people can retire rich and young. They can work to build a system. They own an asset. They benefit from the effort of other people within the system, which they call leverage. And most importantly, they enjoy time and financial freedom. And if you are thinking about being in that top 1 or 4 group, the rich and then the financially independent, then this is where you belong. So let's compare these two groups. Now, these people who form 95% of the world's population, they enjoy active income. So when they stop working, they become broke. But with this group, which is the 5%, what happens is that after building the system, even if they stop working, they continue to enjoy a lot of income. So, are you in the 95% group enjoying active income? Or you are part of the 5% who control 95% of the world's wealth and enjoy passive income? You know, these people are like the lizard. See, the lizard gets its food by chasing after food. That's what they do every day. So the day the lizard wouldn't catch any fly, they go hungry. So what would you think would happen to the lizard if it loses one of its legs? Or if it grows so old that it doesn't have enough energy to chase after food? Or if the weather is bad and the lizard can't go out to hunt for food? What would happen to that lizard? Now the 5%, they are like the spider. The spider spends its time not chasing after food, but building a web, a trap that catches the food it eats. So every time after building that web, that system, there's always food available for the spider. Whatever happens to the spider, whether it has grown old, whether weather is bad out there, the spider will always have food to eat. So are you like the lizard or you are like the spider? Where are you right now? And where do you want to be so that you can enjoy that rich lifestyle and then the financial independence you have always been working hard for? At this point, we would show you what kind of dreams you need to have so that you can make a decision to either use the 95% approach or go as the 5% do. This depends on the kind of dream you have. If you have very big dreams, you know that this is the way to achieve those dreams. So what dreams do you have? 3 years, 5 years from today, what do you want to achieve? Maybe you want to have your own home, you want to be married, you want to have your degree or whatever. They are in your plans. But when we ask people this question, this is the answer most people give us. Some people have the dream to spend a lot of time with their family on vacations and then enjoy life. You may also have the dream to travel the world and enjoy recognition in front of thousands of people. You may also have the dream to have enough so that you will be able to help other people. Or probably you want to have the best of life. This is a mega villa that is owned by somebody who is just like you. Maybe you have these dreams to achieve 3 to 5 years from today, or maybe in the near future. Or you are thinking of traveling around the world, seeing different people, different cultures, and going in a very luxurious way. Maybe you want to fly your private jet, have your own cars, get a driver, live it big. If that is your dream, then you know what? This is the right place to be. We are going to show you right now an interesting, amazing way to build your own system so that you can earn an average of 22,000 Ghana cedis every month because you have built a system of your own. And that is what my company is going to help you to do. Tiens company is going to help you build a system. Now, how successful is Tiens company? Tiens was founded in 1995. As we speak, Tiens company is 25 years old and a very experienced company for that matter. Tiens company has its industrial park in Tianjin in China, but have branches in about 110 countries and franchise offices in about 190 countries. So every country you go in the world, you find Tiens over there. Tiens company has over 40 million consuming families, and people like me and the person who invited you to watch this video is also part of that consumer group. Tiens company, according to the Direct Selling Association information, is actually the 11th biggest company as at 2015 and making an annual sales of about 1.5 billion US dollars. Now, if you decide to build a business on your own, there are 4 things you have to do. And we call it the 4 P's. You need to invest in the product, the place, the price, and also to promote the business. That's what we call the 4 P's. But Tiens company is helping you by taking care of the first 3, so that all you have to do is to do the promotion. If you work together with Tiens, you are going to build a consumer group, and that is a huge and a loyal consumer group for that matter. Now, this consumer group belongs to you and Tiens company. What happens is that the consumer group would buy products from Tiens every week or every month, and they are amazing products like the coffee, the tea, the toothpaste, the sanitary napkins, the soaps, and these are products that I love to use because I'm also a consumer of Tiens product. Now, if this consumer group that you've built together with Tiens consumes this product weekly or monthly, what that generates for you is weekly bonuses. So this is a win-win situation, and this is why we call this plan the profit sharing opportunity. So let me show you how you can build a consumer group. There are 4 simple steps which we've given this simple acronym OPST. O means that you should open an account, and that you would only need 20 US dollars or 100 Ghana cedis. Then you can create your own account. By opening this account, you get a lot of benefits: free trainings, free office, you have an ID, you have a kit for which you can start doing business with. Afterwards, you purchase a product package. If you don't have the money to purchase the product package right away, Tiens company will help you to invest your time and get paid. Then you can buy a product package for yourself. Then after buying the product package, what you have to do is spend 30 minutes of your day directing or referring or inviting 3 to 5 people on the average to come to attend a business orientation like this one. It could be offline or online. So 30 minutes. I hope that is simple and you can do it. Then the last step, which is the T, is that you teach your inner circles. The very people who you have invited to the business orientations, those who make a decision to follow you, to work together with you, you teach them how to do the OPST, which is the very step you took. Now, in the beginning, it would not be very easy for you to do the teaching. So, Tiens company has made very good plans for you. They are very powerful lecturers who would handle these new clients and help you, guide you to succeed in teaching the people who have decided to join you. Now let's talk about the joining packages. We have 3 joining packages right now. If you decide to join as a silver member, it means that you are going to buy and consume product worth 100 PV, which is about 550 Ghana cedis, yourself, or you get somebody to enjoy Tiens product to the tune of 550 cedis, and Tiens company pays you on a bonus rate of 9%, and you can make up to $800 every week. That's about 4,000 Ghana cedis. If you join as a silver member, it means that you have bought product worth about 1,100 Ghana cedis, or let's say $200, and then either you use that yourself or you get somebody to consume that amount of product, and the company pays you based on a bonus rate of 10%, and you can earn $2,000 maximum every week. That's about 10,000 Ghana cedis. Then, if you join as a gold member, it means that you've bought product worth $400 or 2,200 Ghana cedis for personal consumption, or you have somebody who you've referred to consume product worth that amount, 2,200 Ghana cedis only, and then you would enjoy a bonus rate of 11%, where the company pays you up to $4,000 maximum every week, which means that you have qualified to earn up to 20,000 Ghana cedis every week. Imagine you earn such an amount. How would it affect your lifestyle? Now let's see if this is really achievable. Imagine that you have joined the business and you've bought a package. Maybe the silver package, which is 1,100 Ghana cedis. Can you achieve that? Can you join and buy a product worth 1,100? Or maybe to invite somebody to buy that amount of product. Is it possible? Yes, it is. Now, the second step is that you refer 3 to 5 people. So let's say 5 people, you spend 30 minutes every day to invite 5 people only to come to look at the plan. Can you spend that 30 minutes? Now, with that 30 minutes, inviting 5 people each day, it means that by the end of the month, you may have invited 150 people to look at the plan. Is it possible that you can get only 2 people out of that 150 people to look at the plan, accept and join you? Yes, that is possible. Just 2 out of 150 people. So if that is also possible, it means that after you have joined in the first month, 2 people would have joined you. Well, we are just trying to play the devil's advocate. More people could join you, but let's assume that only 2 joins you. Now, can you also teach with the help of other lecturers and trainers around? Can you equally succeed in teaching these 2 people to do exactly what you've done, which is to get 4 people out of 400 people they may be inviting to follow this plan? Yes, that is also possible. Which means that by the 3rd month, 8 new people would have joined your network. By the 4th month, 16 people, 5th month, 32 people, 6th month, 64 people, and it goes on like that until by the 12th month, as you can see here, about 4,096 people may have joined your network in 1 year. Now, you didn't invite 4,096 people, you only invited 2, and then they did exactly what you did. Do you know what that means for you? Imagine that in that month, where 4,096 people joined your network, if each of those people, let's say 4,000 of them, should invite not 2, but just 1 person to join your network, it means that 4,000 new people may have joined your network. Imagine that each of them only buys the bronze package, not even the silver, not the gold, the smallest, bronze, which is about 550 cedis. That would mean that you may have generated a total sales of 2.2 million Ghana cedis for Tiens company. So now the weekly sales have come from the loyal consumer group. Now imagine that that means a 5% of the total sales you've produced. Then you may have been earning up to 110,000 Ghana cedis a month as your bonus. So now you may be asking, come on, how could a company pay such huge amounts to its partner? Yes, this is possible because every time these multi-billion-dollar companies around the world spend a huge budget on their advertisements. And since word of mouth advert has proven to be more powerful than any form of advertisement we have around, these big organizations are willing to pay their partners such an amount so that they can refer people to come to consume the company's product. So this is very achievable. I'm going to show you something very interesting right here. That is, normally with business proposals, humans won't always be 100% efficient. There are times when you wake up early in the morning and you feel lazy, times when you are sick or a family problem or the need to travel, which may not get you to do exactly what we represented on the previous slide. So based on the likelihood of these needs that wouldn't make you efficient, it is good to run a business proposal based on just 10% of the success. So we assume that only 10% of what is achievable is what we are using in this calculation. It means that instead of earning 110,000 because you are doing just 10% of the job, we'll see that 10% of it would have earned you about 11,000 Ghana cedis, which eventually, because your team keeps growing over a period of time, it gets larger and larger. By the second, third, fourth year, you may be earning 44,000 Ghana cedis a month or 88,000 Ghana cedis thereabout. And these figures are already being paid out here in Ghana and also in other countries around the world. Partners are really earning this amount, and so if you are serious, you could also enjoy these benefits. This is a simple representation of what you can earn just because you decided to follow the simple steps OPST: opening an account, purchasing a package, sharing by inviting 5 people to look at the plan, using 30 minutes of your time every day, and also teaching your inner circles to repeat these simple steps. If you came in as a bronze or silver or gold, what you'll be earning is represented here, and we are going to use only 10 months. So now we are in March. If you decide today, or anytime you come into this business, you've watched this video and you decide to work, it means that you stand the chance of earning this amount in 10 months. If you came in as a bronze and you follow the simple plan of introducing 2 people who in turn repeat the same steps, you'd realize that if you came in as a bronze, you'd have earned $24. If you were silver, you'd have earned $58, and gold, you'd have earned $136 in your first month. And in the second month, $16.36.80. In the third month, if you were a bronze, you'd have earned $32. It would increase in the fourth month to $64, fifth month to $128. By the ninth month, you are earning about $2,048 because the people are being taught and they are working to repeat the same formula. Now, this is not a get-rich-quick scheme. This is a business you are building and earning from what we call leverage, the efforts of other people. We also call this kind of income residual income, because once you build that consumer group, as long as they consume the product, they buy the package, Tiens company pays you your weekly and your monthly bonuses. So in 10 months, if you were bronze, you'd have earned up to $3,200. If you are silver, you'd have earned about $6,400. If you are gold, you'd have earned about $12,000 US. And the equivalent now is about 60,000 Ghana cedis in 10 months if you are serious and you join as a gold member. So the higher your package, the more you earn from Tiens company. So over here, there are certain things you have to know about the business. That is, there's a joining rank, which we have the silver, gold, we have the bronze, and also we have the distributor rank, and we also call it the basic rank. It runs from 3-star to 8-star. And this is very important because it rewards you every step along the way. And if you upgrade you get to the honorary rank, and this time you are an honorary partner to Tien's company, and it begins from what we call bronze lion to the level we call honorary director. Why is it important to get into this honorary rank? The reason is that the company has a very great schedule for awards, which we call special awards. Every year you can enjoy free vacations with Tien's company. I have personally qualified to be on vacations like this. I have visited Dubai, I've visited China, I've been in Russia before, Malaysia, South Africa, Ethiopia, name them, and I've visited those places because of the special award scheme by Tien's company. And if you happen to qualify as a Gold Lion, you would also be awarded $30,000 for a luxury car. And if you qualify from Gold Lion up to honorary director, you also qualify for a budget of about $180,000 so that you can use that to acquire your luxury home. Also, the best part of it is that 3% of the global profit that Tien's company earns. Now, you shouldn't forget that Tien's company is not actually into just the health product we talked about, but Tien's company is into so many other industries. The hotel and tourism, Tien's company is into research, Tien's company is into education, we have our own university, we have so many businesses running globally. So this global profit, Tien's company is going to share with everybody who gets to the honorary rank, and that explains why those steps are there for you to climb in the business. So these are good things that are attractive, and you should decide to be part of this profit sharing opportunity. So let's come back. How do you start? Step one is that you open an account and you become a distributor today. Become a partner to Tien's company today. And now take the trainings from your sponsor. Very important, because when you come in, you know little or you know nothing, and these trainings are going to equip you, give you all the skills and knowledge to build that business empire, to be that great business leader, and it will need training over a period of time. Then the next thing you do is that you make a list of your inner circles, about 150 people, whom you can refer 5 a day using 30 minutes of your time, because we want 2 people to come out of there to join you. Then when those people join you, you will be responsible to give them trainings. Your sponsor would help you, would support you because you're a beginner, until you have all the skill and knowledge it takes to handle those people. And you teach them how to also repeat these basic steps. If you take action today, you stand a very great chance of benefiting from this profit sharing opportunity and then getting into that win-win situation with Tien's company. At this point, I would like to introduce a brother, a friend, who is also an icon in Tien's company. He's one of the senior distributors who started very small, and he's here to tell his story about how the profit sharing opportunity changed his life. So I'll call him Matthew Okubi Tenge to share his story with you.
Thank you very much. Good morning. Once again, good morning, everybody. My name is Matthew Kokutenge. I'm a Tien's 7-star distributor. And then one thing amazing about Tien's career is this is how I started. I came from a family of 5. My dad was a bank manager. My dad worked for the Commercial Bank of Togo for over 25 solid years, and before my father retired. And because of my father was a very educated, very high educated person those days, my father kept telling us that the only way to go to school, the only way to be successful in life is to go to school. So because he was a man of excellence, he had already shown us the path. So I was really following him. So I decided to take education serious, and I have the opportunity to go to university. And at the end of the university, there was an opportunity waiting for me to go to Canada, Sherbrooke University, to go and further my education. And by the grace of God, I always say by the grace of God, that The same year I supposed to go, I lost my dad. My dad passed away. 2nd January 2015, my dad passed away. It was a very serious issue. Now, my dad passing away is not a problem, but we lost everything within 2 days. You see, it's like our dad made a lot of investment that didn't work very well for us. So within 2 days, I lost every single thing. Now, I went back on the street to start all over again, Now, one thing about it is, 2016 was a very difficult year for me because I stopped dreaming. That particular year, I thought I would never be successful again. So I shook my dream down. I went on the streets, and because of hardship of life, I was able to get a job who was paying me 5 Ghana cedis a day. That is $1 a day. And not only that, 150 Ghana cedis at the end of the month. That is something around $25 a month. So $25 a month and $1 a day. That's exactly what my boss was paying me. And trust me, I was so comfortable of making that money because I was so miserable, frustrated by life that I didn't think I'm going to be successful. Now, ladies and gentlemen, something happened one day. I was there serving, especially it was a warehouse, and my job is to offload the cars and load the cars. So a gentleman came with his Range Rover Sport 2016 edition. That was my dream car before I was dreaming about driving Range Rover. So I was the one serving that young guy that particular day. So I packed everything in his car. So when I get close to the car, trust me, something spoke to me. My dream came back. Something asked me, Matt, what are you doing? What are you doing here? So please, in that night, I calculated my salary. The woman paid me 150 Ghana cedis every single month. So when you put 150 Ghana cedis, that is 150 Ghana cedis, when you put it for 12 months, exactly 12 months, you could see at the end of the year, I'm going to save 1,800 Ghana cedis. That's something less than $200. Now, one thing also attracted me that particular day was the rims the guy was using on his car. The rims were so nice. It was a Continental rims. It was making the car so beautiful, so attractive. So I went on Google and I checked the price of the rims and the car. Ladies and gentlemen, trust me, the price of the rims, Continental rims of the Range Rover was around $2,500. When you bring $2,500 in my currency, in Ghana cedis, you are taking something around 12,000 Ghana cedis. Now, if I have to divide 12,000 Ghana cedis by 1,800 Ghana cedis, you could say that I have to work there for 7 solid years before I can be able to buy the rims of the Range Rover, not even the Range Rover. So nobody advised me to stop that job. I stopped the job and I went out looking for any better opportunity who can make me achieve my dreams. That's where Tiens came in. By seeking for opportunity, I made Tiens grow. Now, one thing about the day I met Tiens was, I saw this great man, our founder, the philanthropist, the visionary man. I saw the future of the company, and that particular day, I made a decision of transforming my life. I decided to join Tiens company that particular day because I realized that there was a future where I was going. Now, this is what exactly I did. I was having a nice phone, and that's very nice phone in 2016. I slept on uncompleted building for 3 days. I didn't give my phone out. I worked for that woman. I was paying $1 a day and $25 every month. I didn't sell my phone. But the day I came across this wonderful opportunity, and I was not having any money, the little one even to start with the package, I was not having with the registration, I was not having. So I decided to give my phone out, and I sold my phone, and I used my phone this way. The first part of the money was I used it to buy a small phone to receive call. The second one was used to buy a grammar and vocabulary book because I'm from a francophone country. I don't know how to speak English very well, so I have to learn the English. So I started learning the English every evening with the book I bought. And the third one is where I bought a Lacoste. So I bought a Lacoste, and that Lacoste was I don't know how to express myself, but I could say that life was so miserable that particular 3 days. So you could say this is exactly me 3 days after joining Tiens company. And the journey started from very, very far. Now, look at the changes. After Tiens campaign, look at exactly the amazing success that came to my life. Now, I started with knowledge first. Tiens changed my mindset. I started getting close to the company. I started getting part of the education and training system. I started learning new things. My mind started opening. I started learning a way of making success, building value, getting more knowledge, adding more value to people's life. So you could see, and by the grace of God, I was moving step by step. Things were moving. I had opportunity to travel to many countries. I was there with Mr. Everett, one of our top distributors in the whole Africa. I was there with people from Morocco, Togo, many countries. I've been in Ethiopia, China, Nigeria, and see, with Tiens company you can travel, because when Tiens make you travel, they treat you as a special guest. If you have to travel on your own ticket, you may spend more money than even Tiens take you out. Now, a lot of changes are happening in my life. I'm a new person. Financially, I'm not the same before. I have a chance to meet the president of Africa, have a personal meeting. And this is exactly the headquarters. It was a dream since the first day I joined Tiens. When I thought this headquarters was not live, it was a joke, because it was so big to be right. It was so big to be something that is real. I was there live, and trust me, Tiens have changed my life. I'm a new person. I'm very developed. Today I'm part of the training and education system. Today I have over many people in my team that we work together, we think together, we prepare for the future. And trust me, now let me share a little bit about what I think we can achieve with Tiens company. In the next 10 years, I want to finish. In the next 10 years, I want to build a very big business and team around the whole world. I want to be able to buy a private jet that's going to cost me $10 million. I want to be able to travel all over the whole world, coach president elections, speak to millions of people, graduate from Harvard University, and live the life of my dream. Ladies and gentlemen, please, if you are here, you are watching me, please, you can be the next on this program, and you can also turn your life around. I want to leave you with this. Remember, there is only one reason why we go to bed in the evening. No matter how tired you are, wherever you find yourself, you cannot wait there and say the bed will come to you. No, you must first and go home and go and sleep, because it's impossible for the bed to come to you. You have to go to the bed. This is an amazing plan, and this is an amazing business opportunity which is transforming people's life every single day. But trust me, you cannot stay at home, sit at home, do nothing, and you will be part of this. Stay at home and work it out. Build your legacy, build your future. Get close to the system, understand the system, believe the system, sacrifice energy, time, put it, invest in this. In the next 3, 4, 5 years, you will transform your life for forever. It's something live going on. I believe so much in my company. I believe in this company because the company have transformed many people's life, including my life and including the life of many of Africans. When you go to Asia, when you go to America, and everywhere in the world. Remember, when you give 50 Ghana cedis notes, or you give $100 note to a monkey, he's going to tear it, or he will throw that money away, because the monkey does not know the value of money. But when you give banana to the monkey, what is he going to do with the banana? He will eat it, he will protect it, and he will feel happy. Now, if anyone can go to that monkey and say, please don't throw banana away. Sorry, don't throw $100 note away, because with $100 note, you can what? Buy a lot of banana. Trust me, that monkey will never throw money away again, because lack of knowledge, people are perishing. It's no lack of money, it's lack of knowledge. Thank you very much. See you at the top.
So you've seen it all. Tiens company changed my life, and it's changed the life of my partner too. So now you are the next to have your life improved because of Tiens company. So there's one question you have to ask the person who asked you to watch this video. Call that person, go to him right now and ask him, how can I join? Thank you.